Okay. Before this, I've tried to kind of keep a check on my tongue so that I don't veer too much into mechanic language. As nobody is seeing this, nobody cares. I've stopped giving a rip. So, you know what? If y'all can't handle a little salty language, if you can't handle military concepts, if you're easily offended, get the frag out now because I can't help you, okay? You've been warned. This is not a thing for children. I should probably come with a warning label. I'm Psychodorf 9. This is story time. Let's get at it. It was 1989-ish. No, it was 1990, excuse me. And I was working for the Air Force. We were in West Germany. And our and our sister base, we were responsible for the air corridor between Spain and Poland. And at the time, the Soviet Union was an actual credible threat. Right now, kind of not so much. Sort of. Anyway, we would do at least 4 once a quarter exercises. And we had to play it to the bone because we ourselves, our little podunk backyard, inverse, reverse, Pollock notated, barely there base was being targeted by 3 Soviet MIRVs, which means depending on the type and or era of the missile, anywhere between 2 and 9 ballistic warheads. Okay. That wasn't a worry because if they come in and they go off, I'm never gonna know. Okay. But the one thing we were worried about was those same things could deliver chemical weapons. And Ivan likes his chemical weapons. Why? Because if it works, you have lots of people that are ex-enemies curled up, legs in the air like they're a roach. You sweep them up, you hose off the anything you want to keep, and they just move in and change whoever you're paying rent to. So we played it serious. Well, this was one of those where it was beyond serious because we had NATO inspectors up our nose. Nitpicking. It was bad enough that a couple of our mechanics, they got told, hey, you want to go play with guns? They got farmed out to security forces, stuck in a hole in the ass end of nowhere, told them to go play, have fun. In reality, we took their damn toolboxes away from them so that they wouldn't louse anything up. Fine. We're there. You're wearing this charcoal suit that's a half-inch thick that you can only wash rarely. So it's like a 10-pound gym sock all over your body. We've got like the cotton glove liners, the evening length rubber gloves, the horrible fish booties. They wouldn't even let us have the good ones where they were like adult-sized kitty galoshes. Hell no. These things were... They gave you feet straight out of the Black Lagoon. The only way to get in them, they go on your boot like a condom. Alright? So you had to do something like a plastic bag to get your foot on, but now that means as soon as you move, it introduces air and it goes... and it goes to fall off again. So, you stuck your foot in, you laced up what you could, and then you duct taped the damn thing to your foot. Then you put the rest of your charcoal suit over that. The ensemble is completed by a cross draw holding your gas mask, the originals of which were those like ugly Vietnam era ape-faced, make a Baptist preacher cuss trying to change the filters. We all knew if we ever had to use them, we're dead in 10 minutes because that's all the filters were good for. And what you would have to do is take a breath, take them off, close your eyes, pop the lenses off the eyes, open it up, undo the little rubber buttons inside there, blind, quarter turn the filters off. Hopefully you were smart enough to get your other filters in there. Quarter turn those on, close the buttons, put the lenses back on, put it on your face, grab a lung full of, yeah, by this time you're fragging dead. We all know this. Later on, we got the good ones where you're like this spaceman spiff helmet where you can actually see out of. If you were right-handed, you screwed it on the left side of your face, so you get something approximating a cheek weld with a gun. Some of our guys thought it was fragging hilarious if you weren't looking, because let's face it, you're wearing spaceman spiff helmet, you have no side vision, you have no peripheral. We're in the middle of an alarm black and they slap duct tape over the end of your filter. Yeah. So, anyway, you're wearing this whole rig. Oh yeah, steel helmet with a fiberglass liner. Might stop at 22. Not gonna do jack versus a real rifle round. Okay. I had just finished busting rust on something. I have the order in my hand. I'm walking down to material control, and the horrible fish booties in the suit, and you're tired and you're sweaty, and you're all it's kind of 3 shades of horrible. So you're walking down the hill, shiplop, 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 plop, 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 plop. I give my orders to Fattenberg. He says something snarky, I say something snarky, we turn around. And here is my friend, a sergeant. Thank God he wasn't in my chain of command. He's like, oh good, you're here. I'm like, oh, what now? He's like, yeah, we're not supposed to go anywhere alone, which means I need another pair of eyes, I need another pair of hands. I just changed the brakes on the deuce and a half. And I said, and this applies to me how? He's like, rock, paper, rank. I'm a sergeant, you're not. Getting the deuce and a half. Fine, but you owe me beer after this. He's like, solid, man, but get in there. Okay. I hop in the deuce and a half. We drive out of the shop. We go to the back side of the base to what we called the test track, right? Now, a deuce and a half has a powerful motor. Low gears. And one of the most jacked up shift patterns I've ever seen, if you've ever had to drive one. I never qualified out of them, but I've seen them. Now, if you can manage to get this thing stuck, you let the air off. If they have like the dashboard controls, let the air out of the tires, put it in compound low, and just sort of grind your way out of whatever your problem is. You can also use the same technique to push over small trees. Also, what that means is downhill with a tailwind, foot to the floor, God pushing, you might almost make 47 mile an hour. Fuel economy is measured in gallons per yard. Anyway, we're out there. My buddy Sergeant gets this thing up to its pathetic best speed. He goes, okay, hang on. Jams on the brakes. 2 tons of deuce and a half. Comes to a halt. The chocks fly up out of the back, hit the headache rack, and bounce onto the ground. He says, okay, good, go get him. I'm driving. Go get him. Fine. I get out. Shiplop, 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 plop, 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 plop. Grab the... Toss the... Climb back up and when my hand hits the door handle, the alarms go off. Well, sweet. We're in the ass end of nowhere. Okay, so we can just amble over to a foxhole and wait for no, there's some son of a bitch in a UN blue beret with a goddamn clipboard. Ah! Fine, we gotta run. What? Blue beret. What? Oh, damn it. So he shuts down the truck, hops out. We're running like terrified penguins. If you've ever seen anybody run in chem gear, you run like a terrified penguin. Lots of motion at none, stuff going on at 90 degrees to forward progress. You're running like a muppet. You ain't going very fast. So we're running. We stop. Gloves, covers, mask, grab, seals. Good. This. Seam straight, my cover's on. Helmet. Good. We're straight. We're straight. Good. Get to the hole. So we're running like terrified penguins. We get there. Solid. Go to hop it. In case you're not aware, West Germany rains a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like a meter or so rainfall per year if you add up the snow and the water that comes down from the sky. On a foggy day, you don't dehydrate. You're getting all your water just by breathing. You can grow fragging kills. Okay, fine. We're in midair. And there's like maybe 7 inches of daylight between the top of the hole and the water, which is going to be about 50 degrees. So we hit bloof. I come up, he comes up. A couple of chocolate dipped airmen. Except this is free range water that the ground is owned by a sheep farmer. And so as soon as these masks come off, we're going to smell like a sewer. Oh. Well, get comfy. We're here. So we're sitting here bobbing in like the tub from hell. All of a sudden, 2 little leggies and 2 very shoddy boots come into view, and we make the long trip up to the busybody son of a bitch with the clipboard. Looks down at us and goes, "You sold it, chaps." Tick. And walks off to go get a hot drink out of the rain in a heated building. For all I know, with hot and cold running hookers, who knows? While we are stuck in this cold, wet water filling up my boots, water filling up places I don't want to talk about, hole full of sheep water. And that's how I spent one summer in West Germany. Have a good one.